Oh G.I. Joe, oh G.I. Joe, true in thee, will you be faithful to me? Hell no, they're not. Looks like they canceled the live stream tomorrow for Valentine's Day. I planned on doing an episode tonight anyway, the night before, kind of doing like a little reverse of what I did last time on the post news because I really had no choice. They dropped that like an atom bomb out of nowhere. But I just wanted to do a quick video before the so-called Valentine's Day live stream, but they canceled it. And I really don't care because my video tonight was pretty much just a love letter to G.I. Joe. Whether they had this live stream tomorrow or not, I was going to put this video out, and I didn't know what I wanted to do because I didn't want to do any run-of-the-mill like, what do you think it's going to be, which I'm going to mention that. I mean, they should show physical representation of Shipwreck, Copperhead, Torpedo, and who else is up there? There's one more guy up there. It'll come to me in a minute here, but I'm kind of doing this on the fly. But tonight's video, and the reason why I say tonight, because it's, well, it actually is Valentine's Day. It's a little bit after midnight, but I just wanted to do a love letter to G.I. Joe and let G.I. Joe know, even though it doesn't love me, I still love you. As I sit here with cards and candy and flowers on your front porch and you tell me to go to hell. Time and time again. But you just look so damn good. And I just love you, man. I love everything about G.I. Joe Classified right now. And don't get it twisted, I mess with Valaverse, but this ain't about no damn Valaverse right now. This is about G.I. Joe and why I love it so much. And we gotta start with the sculpt, articulation, the playability, and now we're getting into great vehicles. Like, right now, I can't name a Valaverse figure that can stand up to Major Blood sculpt, or Bazooka sculpt, or Recondo sculpt. I mean, you pretty much get it, man. I mean, they're really firing on all cylinders. And Valaverse sculpts are good. You know, the faces are a little shiny, but I don't know. That G.I. Joe Classified is on a whole nother level. Articulation, of course, is good. We're not going to go through all that. I mean, when I break a Joe out the box, they're pretty much on point. I mean, they have a few little things like, who's it, man? The guy who came with the Ram cycle. He was a little wonky when I first got him. I run into that a little bit sometimes, but for the most part, I'm pretty much loving it. And then as far as the playability, I mean, those guys can get busy, man. All the characters are very unique. As far as the body wise, that they like Valaverse kind of can look kind of same all the way across. I did see some new renders today about Valaverse getting them some new bucks, and they do need some new bucks. They need some versatility in that line, even though there is versatility in that line that you can switch up their vests and all that good stuff. And then now, as far as vehicles with G.I. Joe, they're starting to get into the vehicles. We're starting to get a little bit of vehicles now. So as far as the his tank, that's awesome. I can't wait to see mine when it gets here this summer. And we got the Trouble Bubble coming, and of course we all have Serpentor's Air Chariot, which I have Serpentor, but I haven't opened him up yet. But all three of those vehicles, which two are just renders that we've seen so far, but one we do have in hand, which is Serpentor's Chariot. Oh, and the Ram Cycle. Those are all pretty good vehicles. Oh, and the Cobra Coil, which I never even broke out a package. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. We won't mention that anymore. Okay, I don't love the Cobra Coil, so it's not gonna get mentioned in my Valentine's Day video. But you get where I'm coming from, man. Now it's starting to get like the old line where the vehicles are firing on all cylinders now too. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some more. We might get some air gliders. Oh, we're getting jetpacks. So the shit is about to get deep, basically. Far as new reveals, like I said, Shipwreck, we probably see the physical render of him, and like I said, it won't be tomorrow. Now it's March 8th, which is cool, man. I have plenty of G.I. Joe to play with. I have 1 through 50, and then as you can see here, I have some officers and just a whole bunch of stuff to open. If you're complaining about not seeing the physical feature, man, like, look, man, we got a lot of catching up to do, man. So just cool your heels. They're saying it's background politics things because they just fired a bunch of people and maybe they don't have any staff to do it tomorrow. Who knows? I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about the plastic, man. And the plastic will come. As far as these people and their job situations, man, hey, just like Cameron said and Paid in Full, people get shot every day, B, and people get fired every day, B, and people get laid off. You know what I'm saying? This is the real world. It sucks. It really does. The Dr. Mindbender looking guy, I mean, if he's behind these scopes that I was talking about earlier, then hey man, that sucks. So but hopefully they can get somebody else in there. And I'm not trying to seem like I'm heartless on Valentine's Day, but I'm just being honest, and that's just where I'm coming from, man. Like, these companies do this all the time. I do some things for Amazon, and I don't trust them suckers no farther than I can throw one of their facilities, and their facilities are huge and I cannot throw them anywhere. So I don't trust them at all, really. I always expect them to do something really shiesty. Just got to keep your third eye open, and hopefully Dr. Mindbender will fall into another company. Who knows? Bobby Valor might try to scoop him up, and if he does, that will be a good thing. So now you can finally get you some scopes that can go up against my man Major Blood, Zorana, Recondo, Bazooka, and my man Outback, and maybe he can get somebody who can get him some faces that can go up against those faces. Which I didn't even mean to say Zorana, because that other chick he made that looks like Zorana kind of matches up to her. But let's move on, pretty much. So, future releases. That's probably what they were going to do tomorrow, too. Going to show you a whole bunch of shit that you won't be able to touch for another year. So man, like, who wants to go through that, man? So let's just cool our heels and let's just make love to the figures that we got right now. As far as pricing of G.I. Joe's, making me love it even more is if Artist Shark put something up today, which I've been seeing them because I stay scouring on this stuff. The Twins and Stalker is $17 on Amazon. And if you notice, that's been the trend of Joe's. I wanted to wait for Dusty and Zorana, but I just couldn't. I just had to get to my 50. But I'm pretty sure in about a couple of months, they're going to drop down to about $17 for a little bit too. Waiting on that 3-pack Viper to drop. It has dropped $10. It's like $79, $77 sometimes, but don't ever let me see that thing for $60 or I'm grabbing 2 more packs of those. So with your Joes, just wait on the clearance now, because there's plenty of Joes. Like I said, there's plenty of Joes. So now stuff that everybody's waiting on, you get it, and then now it's just sitting up. So after a while, that stuff has to get out of here, man. I don't know about the big box stores; they're pretty holding on pretty tight. But online, Joe's will go on clearance, man. But as far as the event tomorrow on Valentine's Day, which I thought that was kind of funny, but hey, man, things happen. So anybody who loves Joe, man, just love on the Joes that you have right now in your collection. I know I do. I can't wait to open up some more Joes that I have in my collection and just love them all to pieces. And that's what this episode of the field is today, man. Just how great of a line G.I. Joe is, and how great of how it could possibly go down as one of the greatest action figure lines ever produced. Even if Hasbro seems to keep screwing it on Valentine's Day and screwing it all through the year, hey, G.I. Joe's a bad bitch, yo, and a bad bitch will always be a bad bitch. And hate to have to say it like that, but hey, it's one hell of a line, man. And that's all, folks. That is my love letter to G.I. Joe. I wish who was the fourth person? We have Torpedo, Shipwreck, Copperhead, and there was somebody else. I just cannot think of that person. But if you're so inclined, put it in the comments, or who you think might have been coming up tomorrow. But either or, I love G.I. Joe. I just wanted to put something out there for a quick episode of The Field and basically give a love letter and tell everybody, hey, love on your Joes, man, and everything will be all right. On March 8th, we'll see another live stream about more stuff to complain about. So until that time, if this is your first time watching my channel, give me a like, comment, subscribe. I got some more stuff coming up on this segment here, The Field. If you're new to The Field is when I just pretty much talk about G.I. Joe, whether it's a quick chat or I'm doing some unboxings or I'm doing a massive army build. The Field is where all my G.I. Joe content is. And on this channel, perfect for Valentine's Day to say this phrase, we do this for the love and the beauty of action figures. Until the next time, God bless.